Hi everybody. Tonight's video, I have a lot to go over. From Islamberg in New York to the transgender Supreme Court decision to the governor of New York making a very disgusting decision about abortion, and how the president is not going to back down to Nancy Pelosi on the State of the Union address. And a big one too, Cohen. Cohen is suing the president, or I don't know if it's suing or if it's just talk, but he says that Donald Trump and Giuliani are threatening him. So I'll start here with the transgenders in the Army. That's a quick one. Donald Trump does not want transgenders in the Army. Either do I, and I'm sure most of Donald Trump's supporters agree with him that it's a bad idea to have transgenders in the Army. The main reason Donald Trump is expressing his concern here is financial, which I think may just be an excuse, because I don't think it's a big financial burden on the military. It's just that it's immoral, it's wrong to have transgender people in the military. So that's the excuse that they're using. Which is, if it works, it works. Keep them out. Now the Supreme Court, not Supreme Court, State of the Union address. Originally, remember, Nancy Pelosi sent a letter out saying that he should postpone it. Donald Trump has no intention of postponing it. Really, this is what I would do. I would either accept her, if she changes her mind, that would be great too, because then Donald Trump could go, oh, well, thank you, Nancy, but I already found another place. Another thing he could do too is, would it be great, I don't know if it's legal or not, if he had it at the Mar-a-Lago in Florida, and then he continued to do that every year from now on. That would be pretty great too, because I really don't care where it is. I just want him to have it. I want him to tell the truth to American people. Okay, Islamberg. Islamberg is I looked up that a few years ago. I wasn't too concerned. I just, at the time, because I found out how small it was, but it was called a terrorist camp by some, and it's very suspicious. It's a bunch of Muslims living in like an intentional community in upstate New York, and they have weapons and everything. They've been checked out, but some kids, teenagers, I guess, were planning to attack it. They thought they were doing a good thing. So it was caught, but the press is going to use it as an excuse to go after the Republicans. So that's something to watch if you're interested. Islamberg. There's a few videos on that. I don't like that at all, that there's actually places like this. But the kids were obviously wrong for doing that. Now, as far as the wall's going, we still haven't heard anything about the national emergency. Hopefully, the State of the Union is still like 7-8 days away. So I would like it if it was immediate, if he immediately did that before the State of the Union. But maybe he won't do it, but I hope he does. We need that wall desperately. Now, Governor Cuomo, that really bothers me. He made it legal in all of New York for a woman to murder her possible baby or fetus, or possibly even a baby that somebody else could have adopted. Evidently, he doesn't like babies, but he says a woman can have abortion all the way any time during the pregnancy in New York. Now, at the same time, Iowa lost something with abortion. Some of the pro-life people, they were making it, what was it? So I forgot how it went. If there's a heartbeat, it's a life, and you can't have an abortion. So it was a sad day for abortion, pro-life people. And, Iowa had the toughest abortion laws. Now they don't. And New York, probably I'm not sure, I'm just guessing, probably the capital of abortion in America, is easier. So this is very sad for pro-life people. And, but that's it for now. The only way I could figure solving this is if through the Supreme Court, a national abortion law, or wait until Cuomo's up for election again and don't vote for him. But also, those Kentucky boys were pro-life people at Lincoln Memorial, and that's what really makes me a little bit perturbed here. Is that, the good people were portrayed as bad people because they're pro-life and they're wearing the MAGA hats. The Indian also, that Lincoln, I hate to keep going back to that because it's amounting to nothing. Nobody was injured, no fines, nobody arrested or anything. I guess the Indian, it was, he should have Pinocchio syndrome here. He wasn't in Vietnam, I found out. He was telling people he was in Vietnam. He also said that the kids who were chanting, "Build the wall," they weren't building. They never chanted that. And I guess he was lying about those kids that were there with, their teachers were drinking beer and throwing beer cans at them. This Indian he's not a very good example to be set by the Indians if they want to, they're looking for rights and land and casinos and everything. This isn't going to help them. Having that grease ball out on TV that playing his drum, and it doesn't even look like he really knows how to play it. He just beats the thing and lies. So that's that there. But I'm just rattling on, but I'm thinking I'm covering quite a bit of stuff, which is good. So, if, for the wall anyways, I always thought a good idea to pay for it would just be paying $3.3 billion a year until it's paid for. And then that would, use that as you're building it. And that $3.3 billion a year could be taken from the $3.3 billion that we give to Israel every year for financial aid. They don't need it. Gaza needs it more than them. The last country on earth that needs money is Israel. They control most of the finances of the whole world. And people say that's not Israel, that's the banksters in America. It all boils down to Zionism, which is Israel. So it's hogwash when people say separate the Federal Reserve from Israel. They're very much in it together. All globalism, New World Order, bad news. But now I'm, going off subject here a little bit. But I think I covered what I wanted to, so that's about it for right now. It's Brett Douglas. Please give me a thumbs up and subscribe. Thank you.